Okay, I'm kind of stumped. I got an image here I want to work on, but I don't know what to do with it. If I look at the rules of thirds, the rules of thirds tell me that this image is totally out of whack. There's a few other things. The foreground here is a little too dark. The grassy area is a little too dark. Oh man, it needs a lot of work. Let's see. I think the first thing I'm going to do is increase the canvas on the left hand side. So I'm going to go up to image, canvas size, and let's say 950 pixels. Let's go 150 extra pixels. Which way? I want to go to the left, so I'm going to make sure all my arrows are pointing this way. Okay, so and that increased my canvas size. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is going into my marquee tool. I got to make believe I've got more canvas, more image than I really do. And we're going to show you a little trick. I'm winging this as we're going along here. This is not a rehearsed tutorial. Okay. All right. Let me bring in the layers palette here. I'm gonna bring this selection up on its own layer. Control J will do that. There it is. Okay, and I'm going to move this layer over to, let's say, right about, let's go right here. Okay, now I'm going to bring up the free transform tool by holding down Control T, and let's stretch this over to here, and let's stretch that right about here. Already I increased the canvas size. So Bob, what do you do now? Well, let's see. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to merge this layer down to the background layer by holding down Control E. Now, I've got this dividing line here that's obvious to anybody. So let me see. I think the healing brush tool can help me here. So I'm holding down the Alt key, and I'm going to select this area right here, and let's go right in here. I got to find it. Okay, and let's see, let's go right around here to get this area right in here. I gotta make this look like it was one image, and here's a little separation right here. Let's look at it right in here. See it right here? Okay. Let me see how I can fix this. I'm fine. I think I'm better off if I do a long stroke, so I'm going to do it right from here all the way down through here. And right in here. Okay, let's get it back to the normal size. Alright, now in here, in this area right here, I'm going to have to use the clone tool, and I'll take that area right there. I'm just going to draw an area right in there, right in here, get this area all cleaned up. And let's see what we're looking like. Not looking too bad. Not looking too bad. I still don't like this area right in here. Let's go back to the healing brush, and let's just do one big healing brush blob right there. Yeah. It's not too bad. Okay, so now I've got my canvas size the way I want it. Get rid of this area right in here. Now what do we do? Okay, now the next thing I'm looking for is I want to brighten up and enhance this sunlight that's falling on the pillar. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to go up to image. First, no, I'm going to create a duplicate layer. Control J. Image, mode, lab color. Don't flatten. And then I'm going to come up to, no, I'm going to go into my curves dialog box, Control M, and I'm going to go in here to, I'm going to increase the saturation on this image. I've showed this technique in one of my other tutorials for increasing the saturation of any image, and we're going to put it to use right here in this tutorial. Okay, now I'm going to go back into RGB, don't flatten. Okay, now I'm going to go into my curves dialog box again, and I'm going to increase the midtones on this image. I can see, tell you right now, that's just what it needs. And now I'm going to create a layer mask. Holding down the Alt key, I've created a black layer mask. Switching my foreground color to white, I'm going to make sure I have a soft brush. Getting the right size. And I'm going to bring down the opacity till about 26%. And now I'm going to start to paint in some sunlight here. More sunlight in this area right here. Let's see how it's looking. Not too bad. Maybe I could increase the saturation just a little bit more. Okay, now I also want to lighten the foreground, so I'm going to increase my brush size and lighten the foreground here a little. Okay, now I'm going to create a new layer above all of them, and I'm going to switch my colors to the default colors, go into the gradient tool, and I'm going to pick black to transparent. Then I'm going to come down here, holding down my shift key, and come straight down and create that little black ominous area, and switch to soft light. And so we began with this, and we wound up with this. A much better photograph, I think, for a photograph that I was just going to throw away, that I really didn't care about. There's a few little odds and ends over here that I could probably let me see. I don't know. That looks good right there. I think I did more harm. Okay, that's it.